Many whites who act friendly toward Negroes. A fox acts friendly toward the lamb. And usually the fox is the one who ends up with the lamb chop on his plate. The wolf doesn't act friendly, and therefore the wolf has more difficulty in getting the lamb chop in his plate.
I'd like to point out, though, that...
And I say that because it is usually if you study the structure of the Negro community, economically, politically, civically, psychologically, and otherwise, it's controlled by the white liberal, who usually poses as the friend of the Negro, who actually differs from the white conservative in the same way that the fox differs from the wolf. Their appetite is the same. Their motives are the same. It's only their mannerisms and methods that differ.
I would agree that no doubt there have been a large number of whites who have posed as liberals and as friends of the Negro and who have time and again betrayed the Negro. On the other hand, I think one could point to a large number of whites who have struggled for civil rights, for equality, and have got little or nothing out of it, other than quite a few bruises.
Give me an example.
Well, the large number of white students who have gone into the South, for example, working for SNCC and other organizations.
Not working for SNCC or other organizations, but working for the white political machines who benefit by the voting efforts of Negroes.
Okay. I'll be more specific. I would cite Herbert Hill, for example, as a kind of person who has championed Negro job rights, for example, in New York City and elsewhere. He has fought the political machine.
First time I met Herbert Hill personally was when they were picketing to stop the working on the Harlem Hospital in Harlem. Negroes for 10 years had to fight the city to get an annex built on the Harlem Hospital. Because in Harlem we need a hospital more so than anything else. Our people are sick. Plus we do a lot of cutting and shooting of each other, though we profess to be nonviolent. And Herbert Hill brought his forces out and stopped the working on that site. This is the first time I ever saw him. Then when work was brought to a halt on a hospital in Harlem, the same Negroes tried to stop the work at the Downstate Medical Center in Brooklyn, which is predominantly white. They were out there for 3 months during the summer. Couldn't stop anything. And I never saw Herbert Hill out there one time. Now, whenever it takes a stoppage of something that's going to affect the white man, you find the white liberal absent. But when it involves something that primarily will affect the best interests of black people, and black people only, then that white liberal is present. Herbert Hill is the labor secretary for the NAACP. And if he was interested in black people, he would prepare a black man with the type of knowledge and understanding of the labor troubles involving black people that would enable a black man to sit in the same position as Secretary of Labor or Labor Secretary in the NAACP. I'm suspicious of whites who join Negroes and always have to be in the lead, who always have to be the head, who always have to be at the top in Negro organizations. Those whites who really have the interest of blacks at heart, let them give some advice to some Negroes and stand on the sideline. But don't join the organization and then get at the head of it and pose as a friend of Negroes.
Well, I would defend his sincerity and his commitment. And more than that, I would say that just because a person is a Negro or a black American does not mean that he's going to struggle for Negro rights or for jobs for Negroes or anything else. I think that today you could point to a large number of Negro leaders who have consistently betrayed Negroes in a whole host of areas.
They aren't really Negro leaders. These are puppets that have been put in front of the Negro community by white liberals. These are parrots that have been put in front of the Negro community by white liberals. You can't name me a Negro leader who has betrayed Negroes, who has not been endorsed, sanctioned, subsidized, and supported by the white liberals.
Minister Malcolm, I'd like to...
Well, I could cite one example would be Congressman Dawson, for example, in Chicago. In Chicago, a large number of liberals located in the Hyde Park district have consistently fought Dawson and his betrayals of the Negro, and they've also fought some of the people who represent Dawson on the Chicago City Council.
The only Negro I know who is constantly fought, only Negro politician that I know who is constantly fought by white liberals is Adam Clayton Powell. And they call him a racist because he speak so bluntly on the race issue?
Well, hold up, kings and queens. Alright, I wanted to let the elder, the ancestor, my leader speak because he hit it dead nail on the head, okay? If there's one thing I hate, it is the white liberal, okay? There's the white liberal and there's the white conservative, okay? I would rather be around the white conservative who says, I hate niggas, than I would rather be around the white liberal who pretends to like you and then use you to obtain whatever goal or agenda that they are trying to push. No, fuck that shit. I don't like a wolf in sheep's clothing. I want you to be in my face and say, I don't like you, nigga. I would be like, oh shit, alright, I don't like you neither. That means we could separate. You go over here, I go over here. Everything's perfectly fine. We have a mutual agreement that we don't like each other. Like our ancestor, Malcolm X. I am a separatist, okay? I believe that black people and white people can live together peacefully, but separately, okay? Let black people have their own side of America, and let white people have their own side of America. In the middle, they can have some joint, integration type of states, but black people need their own side, and I believe that white people need their own side. White people are happy when they're only around white people, okay? They love being around white people. They love white businesses. They love everything white, and I have no problem with that. Hey, do your thing, because I love black people, okay? I want to be around only black people. I want to go to only black businesses. I want to go to a black bank. I want to go to a black movie theater, okay? I want to see only black content, all right? Just like this white person only wants to see white content. Does that make that white person a racist? No, okay? They just love their people and want to be around their people. Just like me. I want to be around my people. I want to love my people. That's mutual, okay? See, the white liberal, what the white liberal does is the white liberal says they like you, okay? Say they love you. Say they want all this positive shit for you just to use you to obtain whatever agenda they have. I don't like that. I don't fuck with that at all, okay? For so long, black people have been voting Democrat, okay? Just because these people smile in our face, okay? And then they use identity politics. They boost up a black person who they have control over, okay? And then use that black person to negatively affect black people so white people can't take no charge. They could just be like, your black person did it. He did that. We ain't do it. You heard me? So you can't be mad at us. They are slick. They are conniving. All right, and they use us. And a lot of black people in 2020 still don't understand that. They're still voting for Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. They are still Democrats. All right, and it's very sad. I know y'all hear this phrase go around, the white ally. I need my white ally. Where is my white ally? Black people still looking for white allies. When this big rush of racism and the acknowledgement by America came, and white people was talking about, white people ain't racist. Racism ain't real. I see black people in comments on TV, celebrities trying to explain to white people what is racism and how they should change and be better, trying to force white people to like you, okay? And I think that is the most stupidest thing ever. If this white person doesn't like you, then they don't fucking like you. Let them show. When they show who they are, you believe them. Don't try and spend 10 hours trying to explain to this white person or this white liberal, okay? Don't. That shit is dead. That it is very stupid, and it uses energy that you could be using to love your black people. We have to stop trying to integrate. All right, integration was the worst thing that ever happened to black people. And who was that pushed by? Not Republicans. That was pushed by white liberals, okay? White liberals who wanted to obtain that economic power that black people had at that point in time. We had our own cities, you heard me? We had our own Black Wall Street. We was doing our thing. And black people, we love white people so much that we want to integrate with them, okay? And now look where black people are today. We are in a way more fucked up situation than we were back then, all right? We have to stop letting these white liberals, just because they smile, and I understand black people, because we are loving people, We are peaceful people. We try to look for the good in everybody. But the thing about it is, black people don't try and look for the good in other black people. Black people demonize, shit on, and fuck over other black people in front and for white people. Alright? A white person can say some racist shit, and there's a black person coming trying to save that white person from criticism. Alright? Black people have all the right to be mad, alright, and feel disrespected. But a black person will come and try and save that white liberal who don't give a fuck about you. They only care about their people, alright? Last time I seen, 85% of America was against reparations. If America is so liberal and they got all these democratic liberal white people, why don't they want reparations for some shit that their ancestors did? But they be ready for you to come fight for white women's rights. They be ready for you to come fight for LGBT rights. You heard me? Or immigration rights when illegal immigrants are taking all black people jobs. And that's crazy. All this land we have in America, there's not that much. And illegal immigrants are coming and taking that from black people that black people could have and build and grow. And we choose to follow behind a liberal or a democratic party that understands these things and is trying to hurt you. So like that oh yeah, wolf in sheep's clothing. Yes, they look like that sheep, that happy, I love you, and then they come and bite your ass. No, I hate the white liberal. Don't come around me. Like I said, I would rather that white, racist, conservative, and not saying all conservatives are racist, but I would rather that outright, in your face, I hate you nigga, you heard me? I would rather that than a white liberal who smiles in your face. We have to do better. We have to have a separatist mindset. We can't integrate, okay? Integration is hurting us. Black people, leave them white people alone. I don't care if they smile or if they angry. Leave white people alone, period. Okay? Be with your black people. All that time you spending and energy you spending fighting for white people, go spend it on your own people. Alright, they call it self-love. You know what self-love is? Is loving yourself individually, who you are, and then loving your people. Alright, you are a black person. Love black people. Alright, help black people grow. Alright, if we're going to leave this situation, we can't have an integration mindset. We have to have a separation mindset, okay? But I want to hear y'all's opinion, alright? So please leave a comment, alright? Like this video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified anytime I have a video that comes out, alright? I hope you enjoyed this. I can't wait to see y'all in my next video. Hold up.